In the glittering towers of Seoul, where fortunes rose and fell with a single boardroom decision, one man stood untouchable. Kwon Min Yi was precision forged into power, Korea's youngest Keyball chairman at 34, heir to Kwon Industries, a $15 billion empire spanning electronics that powered half the nation's smartphones, construction reshaping skylines, automotive plants exporting worldwide. Ruthlessly brilliant, emotionally detached, he avoided spotlights like shadows avoid sun. No interviews, no galas, no scandals. The media dubbed him E the Ghost Chairman, a silhouette making decisions that shifted markets, lives, economies, all from behind closed doors. He lived in calculated isolation, where vulnerability was weakness and connection a liability he couldn't afford. Then there was her, Nia Thompson. Friday, 2:00 p.m. The immigration office loomed sterile and gray, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead, chairs hard as judgment. Nia entered the interview room alone, two officers behind a desk, translator at side, questions prepared like traps. Her chef's coat exchanged for simple blouse, hand steady despite pounding heart. They began methodically. Miss Thompson, describe your relationship with Kwon Min Ye. Met as customer at my cart, didn't know identity first 3 months, developed feelings naturally, a timeline of business partnership. After reveal, he offered investment. I accepted for legitimate growth, not visa. They presented documents, transfers, plans, photos, everything transactional on paper. How do we know this is an arrangement for benefits? Nia met their eyes because I was willing to leave rather than compromise us. Real relationships don't start with deals. They start small, extra suya, without charge. Well, yeah, without charge. 90 minutes treating him human, not headline. Officers exchanged glances. Friday, 3:15 p.m. Questions deepened. Visa history, family, intentions. Nia answered honestly. Graduate dreams crushed. Cart-born desperation turned passion. Love unexpected but true. He sees me. Not vendor, not foreigner. Friday, 4:00 p.m. Deliberation. Nia waited, prayers silent, future balanced on edge. Min Ye paced hallway, lawyers on standby, calls ignored. Ready to escalate, influence, fight. Officers returned. Miss Thompson we've reviewed. Business legitimate, timeline consistent, witnesses support. Tablet showed statements, the Giwoo, vendors, customers. The approving extension, congratulations. Nia exhaled, world rushing back. She exited, saw Minyu waiting. Face etched worry cracking into relief. Ran to him, first unguarded embrace public. He caught her, lifted off ground, spinning once, reserve chairman undone. Well, I can stay. Cameras flashed, media outside. Image viral. Ice chairman melts. Victory bittersweet. Evening brought reckoning. Giwoo discovered truth. Sung Ho embezzled years. Offshore accounts takeover planned. Evidence ironclad. Documents, transfers presented to authorities. Sung Ho arrested. Fraud, embezzlement, 7 years. Greed destroyed him while protecting love. Stock rose. Corruption purged. Company cleaner. Saturday night's table opening. Elegant warmth. Open kitchen glowing, menu celebrating fusions. Guests mingled, partners required, critics curious, Jai Woo's friends, E.T. Win vendors honored front row, Nia's Lagos family flown surprise, tears, hugs across oceans. Min Yi spoke voice carrying. This restaurant represents forgotten truth. Food connects across boundaries, class, culture, language. My mother knew from her cart. Nia knows. Now Soul will. Turn to Nia, knelt amid gasps. Rings simple, elegant. The done expected way. Ask unexpected. Marry me? Not visa, business. Because I love you. One day's tasting your food, discovering life beyond reports. Nia crying, nodding. Yes. Condition. Learn cook. Not all work mine. Laughter his full rare. A deal. Kiss. Applause erupting. Flashes. Joy 10 threats down. Empire threats neutralized. Until the day police arrived. Sirens cut through alley chatter. Officers bow deeply. Chairman Kwon, your security team is searching. The board meeting, customers froze, phones rose. Whispers exploded. Nia's container trembled in her hand. The quiet man was Korea's most powerful chairman. He'd been coming for her food, the only thing that made him feel human. How does a street vendor capture the heart of a man who owns half of Seoul? With flavors that taste like home, kindness without price, and the courage to see the person behind the power. The day Nia learned her favorite customer's real identity, she understood why quiet men are the most dangerous. Because when they finally speak, The world has no choice but to listen. Expanded Section 2. World Building and Setting Establishment Word Count. 550 words exactly timing. 2:36. 30 minutes, the camera pans between two worlds bridged by bustling Seoul streets yet divided by invisible walls of class and expectation. Nia's domain thrived in Itaewon's vibrant food alley, a colorful chaos of carts steaming under string lights, vendors calling in Filipino, Thai, Hindi, English, Korean. Smoke curled from grills, scents of cumin, fish sauce, kimchi, and pepper mingling like cultural symphony. Her cart stood proud. Anaya's afro, Korean kitchen, hand-painted signs swaying gently, plastic stools clustered for tired souls, chalkboard menu boasting jollof rice vibrant with tomatoes and bay leaves, sizzling suya skewers dusted in yaji spice, pepper soup warming nights. Fusion born of ingenuity, West African heat softened with Korean gochujang, creating dishes that drew immigrants craving home, students seeking adventure, night shift workers needing comfort. Wealthy Koreans sometimes islummed it for novelty, but mostly her customers were outsiders like her fighting permits, rent hikes, discrimination with every plate served. Across Gangnam gleamed Kwon Industries headquarters, a 70-floor tower of glass and steel-piercing clouds, marble lobbies echoing footsteps of executives in designer suits, boardrooms where billion-won deals sealed with quiet nods. Min Ye's penthouse office crowned it all, minimalist expanse overlooking the city he shaped, one framed photo alone softening sterility. His late mother smiling beside a modest market cart. Power flowed through hierarchy. Ye commanded with detached brilliance Uncle Sung Ho, vice chairman, ambitious and traditional, pushing strategic marriages for mergers. Younger sister Ji Woo, marketing head warm but duty-bound. Board of aging directors respecting his genius yet critiquing his isolation. No wife, no social ties, no visible humanity. Executive Secretary Park In-sung, loyal decade-long shadow, worried silently over boss's solitude. In Min Ye's reign, supreme Keeball legacy demanded perfection, personal desires sacrificed for family empire, happiness a luxury afforded only in private. Nia's hustle to find survival vendors sharing tips, competing fiercely yet supporting against common foes, inspectors, landlords, prejudice. 3 years in Korea, graduate degree from Seoul National University in International Business, dreams of corporate respect shattered by visa denials, food cart born of desperation turned passion. She woke at 4 a.m., prepped spices till dawn, served till 11 p.m., 6 days weekly. Exhausted yet alive in her craft, food as connection, as defiance, as joy. Nia observed deeply, warm smiles hiding loneliness, missing Legos family video calls, dreaming of real restaurant but needing 150 million impossible. Regulars known by order, by story, including the quiet man arriving daily at 1:30 p.m., worn coat hiding elegance, ordering jollof with extra suya, eating slowly like savoring rare peace, paying exact change, bowing with soft gamza humpty. For 3 months they existed in parallel. She serving, he eating, both lonely in different languages, until the day his two worlds collided. Nia had served hundreds of customers, but the quiet man was different. He never rushed, never complained, never took phone calls while eating. In a city that moved at digital speed, he slowed down for her food. She didn't know his name. Didn't know he lived in a penthouse that cost more than her entire street's annual revenue. Didn't know that the office job he returned to after lunch was running a corporation that employed 50,000 people. She just knew he seemed lonely. And lonely recognized lonely, even across the gap of language and culture and everything else that should have kept them apart. Everything changed the day his security team tracked his phone to her cart and arrived with police escort, mistaking his daily disappearance for kidnapping threat. Day 94 dawned humid in a T1 alley, steam rising from carts like morning prayers. Nia wiped sweat from her brow, flipping suya skewers with practiced rhythm, spices crackling, scents drawing familiar faces. The quiet man arrived precisely at 1:30 p.m., worn coat despite heat, posture unhurried as always. He ordered jollof rice with extra suya, voice soft, eyes shadowed deeper than usual. Nia noticed, always noticed her regulars. A long day? She asked in simple English, smile warm. He nodded, small, weary acknowledgement. She added extra meat without charging. On the house. You look like you need it. Small kindness. Unremarkable to her. Everything to him. He ate slowly on a plastic stool, savoring each bite like rare solitude amid chaos. Then black SUVs screeched to halt, three gleaming beasts blocking alley light. Men in crisp suits emerged, flanked by police officers. Customers scattered, phones rising, whispers rippling. Nia's heart seized. Immigration raid, her permit legal, but fear automatic. Foreign vendor, easy target. Officers surrounded her cart. Lead security bowed deeply to the quiet man. Chairman Kwon, we've been searching. Your phone off? Board meeting, Min Yi stood, frustration etching features. I told In Sung 1 hour, sir 90 minutes. Protocol. Nia froze, container trembling in hand, jollof rice untouched. Customers filmed openly. Chairman Kwon? Someone gasped. Her quiet, regular, lonely office worker was Korea's ghost chairman. Chairman Kwon, voice small, world tilting. He met her eyes, uncomfortable for first time in 3 months. Yes. Of Kwon Industries. Yes. Why didn't you? She stopped, realized absurdity. Treating billionaire like ordinary soul, extra meat on the house, whether small talk. Humiliation burned hot. He'd been laughing inside, perhaps pitying her ignorance. You should go. You're meeting. Cold now, distant slamming like protective door. Min Yi wanted explanation. Words caught as security pulled him toward SUV, phone buzzing furiously, Uncle Sung-ho raging over optics. He left 150,000 on counter, far exceeding meal cost. Felt like payment, compensation for deception, charity. Nia stared at money, didn't touch it. That evening, Park In-sung arrived, elegant secretary with envelope. From Chairman Kwon. Inside, won 500,000 an English note. The food was never about the food. It was about the 90 minutes a day when I could be no one. Thank you for that. MJ Nia read twice, anger warring sadness. Saw him as lonely. He was loneliest in soul, trapped atop empire no one humanized. Yet omission stung like lie. Returned money through In-sung. Tell chairman, I don't accept tips from people who don't trust me enough to be honest. Min Yi received the returned money and Nia's message. For the first time in 10 years, he didn't know what to do. You can't buy back trust. You can only earn it. And he just learned that lesson the hard way. 2 days dragged like heavy rain on tin roofs. Min Yi absent, cart quieter without his steady presence. Nia told herself relief, not ache. Business dipped slightly. Curious onlookers lingered but bought less. Whispers of a chairman's cart a drawing spectacle over hunger. She focused on flavors, perfecting kimchi jollof, adjusting suye spice for Korean palates. Then the inspector arrived. City official in crisp uniform, clipboard heavy with intent. Routine check, he said, but eyes avoided hers. Violations piled impossibly. Temperature logs inconsistent. Waste disposal improper. Permit flagged for a review. Minor fixes yet together shut down pending appeal. Nioticulous records dismissed. Clean cart, loyal customers irrelevant. Other vendors whispered. Family pressure, PR cleanup for embarrassing a chairman photos online. She had 24 hours to appeal. City office. Clerk stone-faced, denied. Final. Everything crumbling. The Carter savings built, community forged plate by plate. That night, packing final supplies last legal day, she fought tears. Expensive car pulled up. Not Min Yi. Elegant young woman, designer coat, poised grace. You're Nia Thompson. Yes, I'm Kwon Yi-woo. Min Ye's sister. Nia stayed silent, guard high. Iggy Woo glanced at cart, hand-painted sign, empty stools. My uncle ordered shutdown. Thinks you're using my brother. Gold digger. Social climber? Voice soft, conflicted. I believe you're not. But uncle gets what he wants. Unless Min Ye fights. He never does. Just works. She met in his eyes. He was happy here. First time I've seen it. Please don't give up because our family is complicated. Next morning, Nia at cart, might as well cook. Min Ye arrived. Full chairman suit, driver waiting. Alley hushed, vendors watched. He orders jollof rice. My cart shuts today. Because of you. I know. Fixing it. You can't just... influence some things. City official returned, revised report. Violations cleared. Permit renewed. Bowed, left swiftly. Nia stared at Min Yi. I'm not charity. You're not. Best food in Seoul. Deserve fair chance. Pause. Invest in your business, not charity. Partnership, capital, location. You create menu. A why? At 10 years making rich richer. Want something good, your food. Reminds life outside boardrooms. Kindness without agenda. Someone seeing me, not title. Anger cracked. You omitted truth. A selfish wanted you treating me normal, eyes earnest. A sorry, but not sorry I came. Power shifted, prey no longer partner emerging. Nia's cart stayed open, and Min Yai kept coming back. But now everyone knew who he was, which meant everyone was watching, including people who wanted to make sure their romance was impossible. Photos exploded across Seoul's digital veins. Viral snapshots of Chairman Kwon Min-yi at a humble Itaewon cart, chopsticks in hand, Sholoff rice steaming before him. Headlines screamed, "Billionaire Chairman's secret street food obsession, a ghost chairman slumming an alley." Stock dipped fractionally, investors murmuring about judgment. Brand image tarnished by erratic behavior. Uncle Sung-ho summoned emergency family council. Min-yi must cease visits immediately. Publicly distance, announced strategic engagement to Keeble heiress for merger security. Board echoed, old directors fretting at damaging optics, embarrassing shareholders. Pressure mounted like storm clouds over Gangnam Tower. Min-yi refused. He returned to the cart, now with discreet security tail, black suits lingering at alley edges. Atmosphere shifted, vendors uncomfortable under watchful eyes, customers hesitant, some avoiding scrutiny, others snapping selfies for clout. Nia's business suffered quietly. Loyal regulars dwindled, replaced by influencers posing without buying, media vans occasionally circling. "Your high-profile friend changes everything," one vendor muttered, jealousy laced with worry. Inspections increased alley-wide. No one wanted chairman-level attention. Nia's isolation deepened, trapped between thriving dream and mounting cost. Family in Lagos saw translated articles called worried. This man, using you? Safe? She couldn't explain complicated feelings when understanding eluded her, falling for him terrified, his world's price too high. Late one night, cart closed, string lights dimmed, Min Yai stayed. They sat on plastic stools under fading neon. "What do you want?" he asked. A truly quiet stretched. Then truth. A restaurant. Real one. Tables. Kitchen. Menu respected. Not street experiment. Food is serious art. Oh, it stops you. A 50 million one missing. Investors dismissing vendor. Visa tied to license needing proper space. He nodded. "I solve that. Oh, with money. Resources. Partnership. Capital. Location. You create menu. I infrastructure. A why at 10 years making rich richer. Miserable. Want something good. Pause. I hear food makes people happy. Like my mother's cart once did." Vulnerability surfaced, his isolation cracking, her dreams laid bare. Impossible choice loomed. Accept, risk more scrutiny. Refuse, lose chance. Tentative partnership formed. Papers signed next week. Plans sketched under alley lights. Pressure cooker tightened. External forces closing, hearts opening. She said yes to the partnership. Signed papers. Planned a restaurant. And tried to ignore the part of her heart that wanted more than business arrangement. But some things can't be ignored. Especially when his family decides to remove her permanently. The restaurant build-out hummed with late-night energy, ground floor of Kwon Industries Tower in Gangnam, Min Yai's choice deliberate. If they judge you, make them come to your territory. Exposed brick warmed the space, open kitchen gleaming under pendant lights, menu boards chalked with fusion dreams. Nia and Min-yi reviewed designs on scattered blueprints, takeout containers of test dishes cooling nearby, a la variations, suya sliders, pepper soup with Korean seaweed twist. Quiet settled. Then Nia asked, "Why my cart, really? Man like you, any restaurant, any chef, why street food every day?" He paused long, gaze distant like revisiting locked rooms. My mother was street vendor. Nia stilled unexpected, Odongdaemun mark. Sold Titeg Baki from cart before I was born after father's textile business collapsed. Fed us for 10 years while he rebuilt. Kept the cart even when we succeeded. Said it grounded her. Humble roots. Voice softened with memory. That taught me dignity isn't position. It's effort. Nah. When she got cancer, made me promise. Never forget origins. Never judge people by wealth but character. He looked at Nia, who broke that promise daily. Became Uncle's vision, cold, calculating, people as assets, isolated at top. Until your food reminded me. Mother's cart made strangers smile. Yours does too. Happiness over profit. Nia reached, first deliberate touch, hand covering his. A thank you for sharing. Warmth lingered. She shared next. A grew-up Lagos, middle-class parents proud of university dreams, came Korea for graduate school, international business, Seoul National University. Wanted corporate respectability, Visa issues crushed it. No sponsorship. Streetcart started desperate. Ashamed first month, cried Knightley. Failure felt branded, then realized food connected people. Lonely students tasting home. Koreans discovering new spices, every plate art bridge worth. Smile small, the mother said, do anything with whole heart. Even if world looks down, don't look down on yourself. Squeezed his hand. Or mother sounds amazing. Ishi love your jollof rice. Comfortable silence wrapped them. Hands linked, mother's wisdom echoing across continents. I'm scared, and he admitted, your family, falling for you, losing everything. He understood unsaid. I'm scared too. Built empire can't build us. Whatever this is there us? He really looked. Something shifted. I'd like there if you try. Your family hates me. And they do. Good reason now. Almost kiss moment suspended. Breath mingling. Fragile hope blooming. Kiwoo called. Panicked. I'm in Ye, Uncle's emergency board meeting. Moving to remove you. Come now. She had just opened the door to loving him when his family tried to slam it shut. Because men like Kwon Sung-ho don't share power. And they definitely don't let street vendors threaten dynasty plans. The emergency board meeting convened like a storm gathering in Kwon Industries' top-floor boardroom, polished oak table gleaming under recessed lights, directors in tailored suits shifting uncomfortably as Uncle Sung-ho stood at the head, tablet projecting damning slides. Stock dips highlighted in red, viral photos of Min Ye at Naya's cart splashed across screens. Erratic judgment, Sung-ho declared, voice smooth venom. A street food association's damaging brand. Refusal of strategic marriage. Vanity restaurant diverting focus. Motion. Temporary removal of Chairman Kwon Min Yi until renewed commitment to legacy. Board murmured, divided loyalties fracturing air. Older directors nodded gravely, swayed by tradition. Younger ones hesitated, remembering Min Ye's genius tripled value in a decade. Vote loomed. Min Ye sat silent, control slipping like sand. Then doors burst open. Nia entered, chef's coat crisp, folder clutched like shield. Security hesitated. Giwoo's nod led her through. Room froze, powerful men staring at Nigerian woman daring their sanctum. I'm sorry to interrupt, she said in practice Korean, voice steady despite pounding heart. A Chairman Kwon needs this. She handed Min Ye the folder. Inside, comprehensive proposal, restaurant not whim, but strategic diversification. Revenue projections, market analysis for 150 billion food sector, franchise potential, CSR positioning Kwon Industries as inclusive, youth forward. Brilliant. Developed secretly with Jai Woo. Sung-ho scoffed. Distraction. Exactly our concern. Oh, with respect. This is innovation. Mahal. Electronics, construction stable but aging. Restaurant taps growing sector. Positions company progressive, socially conscious. Business language precise, board leaning forward. Chairman's investment isn't romance. Venture capital. Is judgment always sound? Trust it. Sung-ho interrupted sharply. You don't belong here. Min Ye rose voice cutting glass. She belongs where I say. And she's right. Restaurant sound investment. But more. He faced bored uncle, years of control challenged. Done pretending business trumps people. Mother built from street cart. She'd shame us. Cold treating relationships transactions. Turn to uncle. Remove me? Vote? But I resign before letting company destroy what matters. Jiwoo stood. A second Min Ye. Vote against removal. Eyes fierce. A brother built won 3 trillion value. Earned personal choice. Board stirred, support rising. Vote 7 keep Min Ye, 5 remove. He survived. Narrowly, Sung-ho stood furious. I'm not over, stormed out. Nia exhaled, held breath releasing. Min Ye looked at her. Thank you. For what? Fighting for me. No one has. They'd won the battle. But Uncle Sung-ho was preparing for war, and when Keeball families go to war, collateral damage is inevitable. The boardroom doors swung open, and Min Ye took Nia's hand. Deliberate, public, fingers interlaced before security cameras, lingering reporters, stunned executives. No words needed. Declaration etched in touch. She was not partner. She was his. Media erupted overnight. Kwon chairman confirms romance with street vendor. A ghost air breaks Keeball tradition for love. Stock ticked upward slightly. Investors charmed by a humanized image. Positive PR spinning isolation into relatability. Whispers of progressive leadership spread. But Sung-ho struck back viciously. Leaked e-concerns of flooded channels. Nia's visa history questioned, immigration records twisted, insinuations of genuine relationship or fraud for benefits. Summons arrived, interview to probe legitimacy.